Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ones and Twenties, the show where we roll a lot of 20s and a lot more ones. As usual, Faith and David lean forward so they can see you, are playing the role of the ones today. I am your dungeon master, Let's go around the mahogany, real, true mahogany table. Don't look too closely to see if it actually is mahogany or not. And introduce ourselves.
I'm sorry, I had to make it awkward. My name is Mitch. I play 3 characters. Jean-Claude, Dante, and Wolfric.
Hi, I'm Faith, playing the role of the ones, or at least co-playing it. I also, along with the ones, play 3 other characters: Clem, Sean, and Nick. Hi, I'm Susanna. I'm playing Beatrice, Kat, and Embrielle.
Hi, I'm David.
Jesus Christ.
I'm playing John, Forlorn, and Corgon, but everyone knows him as Knives.
Because his last name is Manos.
Oh shit! Wait. I don't know if that's copyrighted. I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyway,
If that's not public domain, I'll personally pay for it.
so thank you for joining us, everyone. We don't have any announcements other than we're together.
We're in person, oh my god!
It's not gonna happen again for maybe at least another year if it does. So fucking get used to it. I mean, don't get used to it.
So not being used to it.
Yes. Last time, sometimes I might not be too good at these last times because there's many different stories and 12 characters. I realize I do this to myself. Shut up. Last time,
I heard of it.
well, we're lucky. Last time, we had our True A team with Rodney, Clam, and then John, who discovered a magic tree. And he just, what did you call him? Tree?
Oh, magic tree.
Yes. They tried to learn magic from him, mainly John. Wanted to learn druid magic. Did not succeed. Had a very hard time. Clem really tried to pump him up for it. Unfortunately, was not able to succeed in doing so.
Fortunately, Clem sucks at most things.
Yeah, he might have been more of a distraction. That might have been why it was so difficult. We don't know though. Probably not, because there was a lot of different methods, and the tree said to maybe come back and try again. But Forlorn found his sorcerer power within him and unlocked it thanks to the tree's help to know that he even had that there. And was casting fire, ice, lightning, all those sorts of fun things. And we have our first class. And then I believe the only other group we went to that session was with Nick, discovering all the others at the campsite, quote unquote campsite, and then bringing back some stuff for the shelter, and Sharon and Beatrice looking more into herbs, trying to see what's available, but it's very difficult because she's never seen any of these herbs before. She's gonna have to do a lot of experimenting. She did some and learned a bit more, but it's not a thing you can learn in a day. So totally normal. You know, like spellcraft. It's not a thing you can learn in a day. So that is where we left off. Also, the other team is currently cooking. They got a campfire going. And then that's where we left off. So we're actually going to go to the true what?
Before we start, this message a little bit full band.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
Because you think it's not cocked, and it was when I said yes, I am banning it, David.
Oh, I love this guy. Look at it.
You know, I was gonna let you use it, and then you're just like, no, it's not cocked. I'm like, it is though. And then you rolled another thing that was cocked. You said, yeah, that's not. And it was very inconsistent. So we are actually going to go to the true A team once more.
The Adventures of Clem.
Yes, so Clem, Forlorn, and John. Which direction are you heading? I believe it was south from the tree.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that makes sense.
the troll told us not to go towards the mountains.
Yes.
Yeah, so
you did.
we're heading away and then also now backtracking.
Okay. So you're currently heading south.
Yes, we are. I think Clem is trying to juggle the golf ball size berries he has.
Are all of you being stealthed?
Well, considering he's juggling, yes.
So for everyone give me a stealth check. Clem, give me it with disadvantage.
Okay.
You said he was being stealthy.
Oh, hinder one. Disadvantage is brutal.
Okay.
I give you hinder 2 for that. Jesus Christ. Seriously. That was definitely cocked. Ooh, it's not good. Oh, well, I know it's over here. I don't think the rest of you need to roll, but I want to know.
A 2. Rolled a 5 on my D20 and a 6.
John got
D6.
Oh, I
13.
see.
Because he's got two characters.
13.
Come on.
And I think 13 is the high. Cool.
Yeah, it's a 5, 9.
Yeah, so you're just juggling your things. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all doing?
How does it feel, Forlorn? Intoxicating, really.
like whiskey intoxicated or like wine drunk or like want to break that down maybe a little bit more because there are very many types of intoxicated. Once I smoked these mushrooms, that was completely different.
Not like something I've felt like before. No, definitely not something you can just drink out of a bottle.
Just like the time I ate bad meat, got it.
That's all I heard. I was whispering.
Do you think he'd like teach us how to do it? Because like the tree wanted to teach us, but he was kind of like he had some preconceived notions about who we were, and
It definitely is not easy to just harness the elements. Definitely require a lot of willpower.
well, my mother always said I was had only bad. So
Then focus on lightning. Just picture it in your mind.
I focus on lightning and I picture it in my mind,
Okay.
specifically that time I got struck because I fell asleep on the roof of our house in the middle of a storm. I think about that sensation and how it's permanently ruined my ability to smell things. And I try to get the lightning bolt.
Sure, make a knowledge check.
8.
8? I mean, you try to think about it,
Mhm.
but your mind goes to like stars because they're bright like lightning.
Ugh. I also remember the trauma of getting shocked. I'm like, maybe not. I'll work on it.
All right, make perception checks, everyone. Since you're going through the forest.
I almost did.
Perception. It's so funny every time you roll terrible perception.
15 for John.
15?
15. And 15 for Lauren. Nope, 10. That's a 3. 10.
All right. Let me check something quick. all the pages. It's not here. Why?
I think we're about to be attacked, guys.
I think so too.
Ready to see if you're really the A team? Hey. Might be close time.
Jesus Christ.
Feel free to talk amongst yourselves as your characters. More natural, something happens.
Well, yeah, no, I'll try to focus. What about you, John? How did your druidic tree shenanigans go?
Well, I tried thinking of helping, and that didn't really work for me.
Maybe you're more of like a harm guy. You know, you're helping and you're harm guys. Like me, I'm a deals guy. I'm like a down on the streets guy.
I've seen you on the streets a lot, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Well, I do have to live with my entire family and what? And my siblings' kids, my spouses. I'm not really wrong. I'm gonna make something.
So you prefer the streets? And just
Yeah, that's where the action is.
when you say action, do you mean like robberies and like?
John, I would never do an illegal act.
Mm.
He's crossing his fingers behind his back. John, I'm an upstanding businessman. Makes dishes in his spare time.
I mean, I used to work for a few businesses.
Mm-hmm. I've also worked for a few businesses.
I've never seen you at any of them.
Well, it was a big place, John.
You two hear rustling far out ahead.
It was a big place. Like, you can't. Maybe we should run in the same circles. I mean, I'm more of an entrepreneur than someone else who worked for someone else. Can't be put down by the man, you know.
There's something over there. I want to give a cast ice armor and stuff.
Yeah, describe how that looks.
Yeah, sure. Almost like instinctually, like in the sign of danger. Lauren kind of just like grab his chest as a surprise, and then just like ice just starts forming around his clothes.
Yeah.
And he like looks down and is like, "Don't bet this will work."
Clem would like to cower behind John and Forlorn and grab a stick.
Okay, yeah, sure, you can do that.
Okay.
Anything else you're all doing?
Cowering.
Cowering, right. John, I mean.
John, are you another green monster thing? He yelled out.
You yell out. Make a persuasion check.
You another one of those guys?
He doesn't know what troll is.
Yeah.
Persuasion. Cool.
Also, you all probably just don't know what trolls are in general because they're very different creatures. Wow.
Shit.
Okay.
17.
Oh, -2. Okay. 17. Yeah. So you do that, and out from these there's like a bunch of there's a lot of plant life in this forest.
Mhm.
In this particular area, there's some very large shrubs. You don't think they're this large because the things that step out are these very large, rotund, huge belly, orange skin. They're both wielding these clubs, these very large wooden clubs in their hands. They look ugly. They're wearing like a loincloth kind of deal. Small head compared to the rest of the body. Oh my!
Okay, so you're not green. My name's John.
He's gonna start walking over.
I'm gonna get down on my knees and I would like to plead for mercy.
You give me a persuasion check. I'm gonna give you bolster one because John actually did a good check before. So much breath. Oh shit.
21.
21.
We mean no harm. We're so sorry.
He's
We're
gonna
like
fight.
lost.
He's gonna point to both of you with his giant club.
John gets on his knees. We're just friends here. Forlorn doesn't.
Forlorn does it.
No.
We don't magic.
With your magic, you're not gonna live through this.
He'll laugh when John does it, and then when you don't do it.
I try to like karate chop the back of Forlorn's leg to get him to go
Yeah,
down.
give me a strength check.
Yeah. We love that for me. I have a -5 strength.
Jesus.
Or actually, this is technically a shove attack. So whatever your normal, you can use dexterity awareness or strength and awareness actually.
I would like to use dexterity and awareness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 17 plus 3, it's 20.
20. And what's your fortitude?
My 42 is not that high.
Okay. So yeah, he actually karate chops you and you boom to your knees.
I give a Forlorn a look, just like, you should be thanking me.
And he'll put a go, ooh, shaw.
Oh, Shaw.
Oh,
I'm gonna make some hand gestures, like, and then I also am gonna hold out the berries to him. Like, do you want?
oh, okay. He's gonna make a knowledge check for this fucking ogre. I'm just like, he doesn't know what that means.
Yeah.
Hold up the bear. Okay, yeah. He's gonna go over to you and just. His hands are huge.
Yeah.
Right? He's large.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Very
give
large
him.
man.
I'm fully gonna give him 10 berries.
10 berries. Okay. All right.
Like
Yeah.
a golf ball size.
So with his hand, he will scoop them up. He'll look at John.
This is what I get for forgetting my fucking
While he's
shoe.
looking at you, he's just gonna throw the berries into his mouth.
How many berries did you have?
10, had 20 and I gave him half of them.
So that probably my everyone else.
I'm also gonna start knee scooting away from John and Forlorn because they seem like they might get killed.
Give me a stealth check. Might not be that bad.
Yeah.
Because you've been very nice to me.
I'm just
You
gonna
hit your cost.
just a little bit of distance.
Yeah.
Just
It's a
to see
low
if-
DC.
yeah.
And he might not even mind.
That's a 15.
You're fine. He doesn't
Uh,
notice.
John will do the
Or
same
doesn't care.
and pull out 10 berries and give them to hand them out to the ogre.
Give me a persuasion check. He just got some berries. Don't be snowman. They're hot. God damn.
Persuasion.
Yes. You put them on different things. No, I didn't think so.
4.
The 4. Ooh.
He starts looking through his pockets and pulls out some gold that he had offhand.
We'll snatch it. Just look at it and be kind of mesmerized by like the gold. Is it like it's an old coin?
Yeah,
Got a picture on it?
old coins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got an engraving. He seems very interested in this. Ooh.
Well, he's interested in that. I'm gonna take this stick that I still have and just poke Forlorn.
Kind of
No, my job, I could. And then he'll
Forlorn
turn to Forlorn.
will slowly get up, move his hands up, and just and he will cast bonfire on the ground, not at the troll, but like
Give me a persuasion check because there's 2 different ways he could take this.
he's
Like,
trying
here,
to
I
show
give
off.
you-
I get what
Fire.
he's trying to do. There's 2 different ways he could take this, David. It's going to depend on your persuasion.
Fucking hell.
So if he wants to show this. Oh!
I will put a berry on the stick and then start roasting it over the fire.
Give me another persuasion check.
Oh, Well, apparently, persuasion,
Yes.
18.
15? Okay, okay.
Roll real bad.
He will take the stick from you.
Yeah, that's happening. I give it to him.
No, half the stick is there now.
Yeah. And Clem kind of reaches out to take the stick back and then thinks better of it.
He starts finishing off off the stick thing.
Clem's like, fair.
Forlorn will kind of just bow very awkwardly.
Usha! Usha!
Usha.
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 Usha!
I just nod.
Usha.
I stand up.
Usha.
Who is he referring to?
Both.
Oh, Forlorn was already up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usha!
Usha. And John will get up. Usha.
No, I hold up my hand like,
Usha!
John pulls out more gold or whatever left is. I'm gonna say he doesn't have any more gold after this, and hands him whatever.
I kind of bite on it a little bit.
He bit it in half.
Yeah.
Oh, realizing there's two now.
Yeah.
He will grab the other one. He'll put it on both ears.
I stick mine behind my ear like him.
Oh.
And I look at Forlorn.
Oh. Oh.
I'll get used to this, and he's gonna pull up more gold.
Oh.
A different gift would more in my position as Usha would be more befitting Forlorn.
Have a pen. He pulls out a quill.
Take it, and I will gesture with it, and then take out a scrap of paper and draw a smiley face.
Oh. Oh. Usha! Usha!
Usha.
Put the coin back.
I have the coin in one and the feather in the other. Let me write that down. And so I have one more gold coin and a feather quill.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta find another one right here, so that's pretty precious. Write that down.
You're right.
Yeah.
I like bang my chest and hold out my hand to him. I give him a high five. And I made a gesture. I'm like, John, come here. And I slap my chest and then I give him a high five.
That's his chest, and
How do you both look as you're doing this?
Happy.
You're happy? How about John?
he's going. Well, he's happy to be involved, and he doesn't have to be involved.
Oh.
God, no.
Oh. Okay. I need you to make
Yeah.
a con check for me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 9.
9. Okay.
It's almost natural 20.
What's your health at?
My health is a 3.
So hilarious. So he hits your hand,
Yeah.
and you go flying back into a tree.
Mhm.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you're unconscious.
Okay.
4 damage. You're negative 1 hit point. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
John runs forward.
Yeah.
Um,
None of this is how I thought it would go. And I love it so much.
a bit of panic. Check for a pulse. Oh God! And try to stabilize.
So it is a knowledge check
Oh,
to stabilize.
he's proficient in that.
Yeah.
15. Go ahead and make it. Let me double check that. It might be fun. Either way.
+5.
What's your total, David?
I really
Might
have the
not have
DC's
to
10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I really got the DC's 10.
All right, let's see here. Hey, DC 10.
Yes.
It's strength action. What's your total?
10.
I really hoped it was 10.
Okay, so you come back to 1 HP. So it looks like the wind just got knocked out of you.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna just like slapping your face.
Yeah, and I like get up and I'm like, and then I turn towards the troll. Yeah, no, I'm
not to do that again.
like,
John,
John, he looks at you like, why would you do this to me?
give me a high five. I'm gonna give you a all right.
So I was like,
High five,
and
man.
John's trepidation.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a con check?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Endurance. If you have endurance, probably not.
It's 15.
15. Okay, yeah, you're able to. You gotta get. You don't really get knocked back as much as you thought you would. You don't even slide back. You just kind of. You get like a like one of those dolls.
yeah,
I was
to
like,
capitalize on this, I'm just gonna lean on John as after he gets knocked back, but also I'm very injured.
Oh, it's just hang up.
I kind of like on the shoulder to him and like, good job.
Right, and then he's gonna go up to Forlorn.
Oh, please, no, don't do this.
And he's going to-
Don't do this. He's saying
Super hard.
He's saying this out loud. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Forlorn, if you
Gonna
don't
pull
do
back. Super
Oh,
hard.
God.
this, oh no! I'm gonna, wait, do I know what the ice armor will do, or do I have any idea?
Oh, no.
You've never seen it. Okay.
You have no idea.
I forgot what ice number
Yeah, what
is.
does it do? It's gonna help you
Your
probably
block is
here.
7. Gain 5 block against piercing attacks. You are 6 attacks.
Block will help. It's piercing hits you.
No, I just said.
I know. No. That's the
block
biggest
is
bonus.
Your block is
for-
7,
Yes.
and then
+5 if you have if it's
Against
piercing damage. It's definitely not high five is definitely not piercing damage. All right, so you're gonna wind back super far. All right. Oh, my arm just back in. All right. Give me a con check.
for 1.
Cool. Yeah. The DC is much higher.
I would expect so. That's an 8.
It's an eight. You take. Wow. You take 1 damage, dude.
If I block that,
It reduces it to 0. So actually, you go sliding backwards, but there's no actual damage. The ice somehow is like,
this chips off.
yeah, it just chips off.
I'm gonna pull John with me so that I can be in between him and
Is you pulling me up?
grabbing his
Okay.
punch.
No, not like that. It's like I was thinking more of like a dice. Like it was a weird.
I grab him by the dick.
Hey, bold choice. This is the time. You gotta figure out what class you're gonna be facing. I won't know unless you make bold choice.
I know, right?
John immediately.
And I'm gonna put it so that I can lean on both of them with my arm leg.
John is like breathing heavily, but like his uninjured is just surprised. Just. Oh.
All right. And I'm like,
He's gonna turn around.
all right. No, you fucking face. I think Omete's gonna have to make a new class for you. I hope so.
All right, so we are going to switch over now.
Like a rogue subclass or something.
Yeah, coward.
I mean, we're going to have to make one for Mitch.
For Junkla.
For his whatever it's called. We're gonna go. Yes, we're gonna go to the campfire with.
Oh, we actually got it going?
I assume you. Yes, you've started. You've returned with the items. So Wolfric. Also, I should point out, if I have not done this yet, Wolfric as a gnoll, extremely rare. Any monsters that you run into, like the trolls, extremely rare. Might not even exist. You might not.
But Clem fully does not know what they are.
Just a heads up for everyone. Any monsters are extremely rare if they even exist anymore, and you might have possibly heard them. You can make checks for that. Wolfric is extremely rare. I seriously doubt you would have ever seen anything like him before. For everyone.
Okay.
Just for moving forward, for reactions. So, Wolfric and Cat return to Knives, who is sitting.
He would have had to set up a fire and looked for a stone big enough and maybe flat enough to hopefully start cooking on that surface.
Okay. But you were waiting for the wood for the fire, right?
Well, I thought he made it.
Did you make it already? Okay. What were they getting then?
No, we were getting
wood, right?
Yeah, because Cat
Didn't
thought
like-
that you didn't like the wood because it was wet.
Yeah.
Right, because he couldn't. I thought you said we started a fire. That's why I was. Well, while he was waiting, he would have tried to like fish for some fish and look for that stone to hopefully cook some fish.
Choose one, please.
We have a fish, right?
We do have a fish. At
Um,
least partially covered by my claws.
in that case, he would look for a stone big enough.
Stone? Okay. Go make just a perception check.
Perception is awareness.
Yes. Natural one. Cool.
God damn it.
So you decide like a stone is what you want, but you also need a fish. So you're like, I can do both. I'll walk along the river
Yeah.
and I'll find a stone and I'll keep my eyes out for a fish.
Yeah.
You find a stone underneath your foot and you slip into the river and fall.
Sure thing.
You are soaked and you're in the river currently.
He's like, get up and pick up the stone?
Well, first of all, give me an athletics check to swim out of the river.
Okay.
Roll for swim.
Athletics, 11.
Okay, that's enough. You swim to the side. When you slipped on the stone, it got kicked into the river and you don't see it anymore.
God damn it. All right. Search begins again.
What recognized?
It's gonna become the movie Jack.
Give me, so you get out of the river.
Yeah.
Give me an endurance check.
Endurance.
Yeah, we're getting soaking wet.
We start that firestone, guys. 21.
Damn it. All right, fine.
You're
You're
about to
fine.
kill Korga.
You're fine. No, I just want to give you a cold or something fun. I'm gonna kill you. I mean, unless you can, survive your cold like a weakling. Anyway, so yeah, you get out of there. The
What
two
a
of you.
sensitive comment to make in a pandemic with me.
This world is in a pandemic. Can't really have one.
God, I wish
Most
there were
humans. Well, I guess you're the only one, so technically you could. Wolfric and Cat, you return to see Knives soaking wet.
He's kind of just like,
What happened to you?
looking for fish and
He's a little bit. I know.
then something to cook the fish on, a stone about yay big, flat.
Can I look for a stone you did plant? Just peripherally?
Yeah, go ahead.
We got
Natural one.
Natural one.
So a line.
So here's what happens: you go to look for one, and you trip over a root of a tree, and you go right into it.
I take more damage.
What's
So Wolfrick's just gonna die.
what's that?
Head
I
injury.
only 3 health.
A head injury, you say?
Okay, cool. So as you two are discussing this, Wolfric negative 1 hit points. Wolfric bashes into a tree head first. He gets a head injury,
God.
and you are unconscious. He bashes into a tree, and you saw him fall over to the ground. He's not moving.
Oh shit! And he starts running over.
Okay, what do you do?
Cat's gonna run over too and like poke it.
You gonna poke him?
Oh God.
Sure, you poke him, so he doesn't react.
All right. Well,
That's not good.
I want it on the record that wasn't the suboptimal gaming choice.
I love how you both looked at the same thing. You both rolled a natural one. Yeah, what do you do?
yeah, Corey's gonna try to wake him up.
Give me a knowledge check.
I'm gonna. Can I help?
Yes, you can take bolster one with cat help.
Please, this is my good character.
Okay, yeah. 20.
Okay, so you go back to 1 hit point. You two. I don't know, how are you trying to recover him? Just like wake him up, or can you poke him?
He grabs us a
it
rag. It's like still wet. He grabs a rag and just.
Hey, okay, does that help? Makes sense. Yes. So Wolfric, a bunch of water splashes over your face, and you wake up.
Are you? Hello?
Sure.
What?
I mean, you're not gonna share yours.
You're not sure?
Scheiße.
Okay. Well, you hurt your head. Don't. What were you doing? You ran into a tree.
Why don't you stay here and start the fire?
Wait. Are both of you incompetent? You fell in the river and you bashed your head into a tree and knocked yourself out?
Excuse me.
I caught
I
a
used
fish.
to be a head chef of a very popular restaurant.
Incompetent?
I don't know. I've been with you for like an hour and you ended up in a river and you ended up bashing your head into a tree so hard you passed
Oh,
out.
I'm sorry, I'm not dressed for camping.
Here's the firewood.
Wolfric, do you mind?
And you're looking for a fucking rock or something?
Please roll a natural 20.
Yes, to cook the fish so that we don't eat it raw.
Still don't get why that's a problem.
Ich
but
kann
whatever.
ein Feuer machen. And yeah, can I make a fire?
I do have -1. That's a 17.
17. Okay. You look.
I have a sharp rock in my inventory.
You just look next to you on the ground. There's a pretty good rock there.
But this rock work, this one right here. It's flat.
Okay, I didn't say it was covered in dirt, all right?
He grabs it, wipes it down, goes and cleans it in the water a bit.
You want me to get more fish?
Well, if one fish, yeah. It's hard to feed 3 people with just 1 fish.
Cool. Kat's gonna sit down next to the river, kind of observe, watch the fish, what they're doing, see if she can figure out where they like to hang out, if there are any shallows, and then
Okay.
just sort of very similar to the sort of like scanning a street to notice like people who seem like weak or incompetent.
Mhm.
She's trying to employ similar techniques here to see if she can notice any any patterns.
She
in
wants
the
to
fish.
find the rich
I wanna
and
find-
confident fish.
I want to find the fattest, richest fish, dumbest fish that I can definitely con.
Okay. Before we get to that, we're gonna go to Wolfric 1 and try starting the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
So
do
go
that.
ahead and give me a nature check. That's what this would be.
What does that use?
Nature. Yeah, that's no, that's
Okay, it's not-
intelligence.
Okay, it's not one that I'm proficient in, so I don't know what the ability score uses. 6.
Okay, now you're having a hard time. You just can't get it going. Kat, give me a knowledge check to try to recognize the pattern.
I'm very bad at that.
Can I help Wolf with the fire now that I have the stone that I needed?
Sure.
Flat roll for me.
Another 18.
Another 18. Okay. So
So knowledge check.
Mhm.
That's 16.
16. Okay. You get a pretty good beat on the movements of these fish and where they like to gather. So, whatever method you're going to use to get the fish, you're going to do with maybe bolster 2 for us.
Last time she just caught it in her bare hands, and that seemed to work fine. So,
She did. You look very high, but yes, she did.
are there any? I think she's looking at it, and the area that the fish are. Would it be easier to have like a long spear or something?
You had one, yes.
Have you seen any like sharp, long sticks that you could do to like a spear so we can get more fish?
I haven't seen a stick long enough.
I'll just hold over my partially sharpened, we never finished, staff.
It's pretty blunt still.
Yeah, right. Well, she asked if there was a stick long enough.
How is it? I might look for. That thanks. Maybe I'll look for something that's a little
It's
bit
also pretty big for you.
thinner. I'm kind of
his staff is
small.
pretty big for you. Yeah.
I'm little. She's gonna basically hold up her arm next to the staff and be like, "Staff,
Me.
my arm." If I'm fishing, that's not gonna. But the fish all seem to like hanging out in that little like shallow pool there. Sometimes they like to jump over there. So I guess if you have any other ideas of like getting fish, if we had a net or something, they like to hang out there.
Yeah, just weave.
We would need to get a lot of tree bark to do that.
Susanna, you're Goliath also.
Yeah.
Don't you have an ancestry thing to increase your size? Category of will?
Why?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
I did not realize that was.
Get
What?
fancy stuff now.
Owen Wilson voice.
Wow.
How
I-
positive did you?
I didn't really.
I thought we made a comment about it before. Not in game.
No, to climb down, you used it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Don't hold me to that.
What?
We have to check the
What?
Yeah, don't hold me to things that I say ever.
What bonus does that give? Like what?
It just increases your size category. That's it. Which is good for like grapples or preventing like grapples and shove attacks.
But not good for fishing? I presume. I don't know why.
The spear. You'd be able to hold the staff.
Yeah.
That's why I asked. That's why I said, because you were saying you're not big enough. Yeah. You can increase your size category by 1 at will.
So you become large
Between
and then contain multitudes.
knives and Wolfric, can we start a fire?
And then
I'm gonna let them do that first, and then we'll do that.
Absolutely not.
Let's do a fun character thing. A fun character meta thing. My parents are dead. I don't know if she even knows she can do that.
Give me a knowledge check. Oh, this is like insane. I'm gonna have you make 2 checks actually. I'm gonna have you make a knowledge check.
8.
No. Okay, and then I'm gonna have you make the stats. What do we got here?
My highest is Dex. I have bad intelligence, awareness, and charisma.
I'm just gonna go.
I'm only physical stats.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. What is instinct?
He should have died, but now he's in charge.
Fuck would instinct be?
Awareness.
Awareness?
Probably.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an awareness check.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe at another point it might come up for a chance for that to just happen. Because it is an instinct.
Yeah.
Right now you are not aware of that.
Well, I'm mostly thinking of it sort of meta-wise. It doesn't make a lot of sense for her to naturally, instinctually be like, oh, I have to catch a fish. I should make myself larger.
Well, it was only for the staff because you said we're big enough to hold the staff. That's why I
Gotcha.
said.
Okay.
So anyway.
Yeah, she's gonna go look around for a slightly smaller branch that she could use her sharp rock on and try and make some sort of spear thing.
Okay. Give me a perception check. It might be
You
a
already
little.
have a sharp rock.
Yes,
I do.
You do.
I
It might
have
be a little hard to find a good stick.
no.
Because that's difficult for a staff. Okay, yeah, you can't find one. They're all flimsy shit. They're not going to help you at all with catching a fish.
Fine. I'm just gonna go catch a fish barehanded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a. I think it will literally just be dexterity. What's your special skills, by the way?
Mountains and scrounge.
Sure. Give me a. Just a dexterity check. That's all it would be, actually.
12.
Oh, you have bolster too. Sorry, because you checked our patterns before.
And D6. 17.
17. It's a pretty high DC with your hands. I'm gonna say you attempt it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're
what I
getting
got
pretty.
last time.
You're getting pretty close. You had over 20. Like it was. I didn't expect you to succeed. Like I really did.
It wasn't supposed to happen, but
You try and grab at some, and you're getting really close. You feel like you're getting the hang of it, but your last time you don't know what it was, but it was just like so easy. You just got it immediately, and you're having a hard time now. But you're super close. You feel like you can get it. So I'm going to give you one more chance to try and get this fish. And you still have bolster 2 on this.
Gotta roll above an 8.
Oh,
my
it's above an
So that is 19.
19? Okay. I'm going to say you catch a very small fish. Since you're one away.
Brilliant. Love that for me. Cool.
You could have done nothing. So
I
actually,
know.
yeah.
we take the ones where we can get them.
She's gonna take her very small fish.
So between the two of us.
Okay,
we
so
started
yeah, so
out.
while you were doing that, these two, who wants to make? Mitch already made it, so I'm going to say, David, if you would like to make the nature check.
I got both of
Wolfert, are
them.
you helping him?
How was you?
A woozy?
Yeah.
You're
Every one time I hit against a tree.
You're one hit
And then I
point.
decided, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a fire. That'll be fine. And that didn't go well.
You're one hit point. It's kind of up to you. Why don't we just do an endurance check if you want to leave it up to fate?
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
I think you're fine.
I can find
Yeah.
Hey, 17.
It's really
bonus.
pretty good, actually. All things considered.
Knowledge is the check for, or nature for the fire.
Yes. It's definitely nature for this making the fire.
I have 0 modifier. So
So
I
you
get
have
bolster 1.
bolster 1. The Wolfert.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
20 total.
Pretty cool. Yeah, you get a good fire. You two working together.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, you apply the science. Wolfric applies the knowledge of nature and being a
Wolfric the muscle.
Wir können was zusammen machen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
because you didn't even roll on.
I guess that's the stick.
Oh, gotcha. And the cat, you come back and they've got a fire going. It's a good fire.
Best fire you've ever seen.
It's not the best fire you've ever seen. It's a good fire.
Mike sets it up so that you like balance the stones above the fire.
I got a little fish.
All right, that should be enough for the three of us.
He's gonna start cooking.
You got the fire.
You gonna start cooking? All right, let's see your skills.
If
Oh, I thought you said that's gonna help. Okay.
ich frage heute nicht jetzt.
Okay, David, I need you to give me a crafting check.
I thought
Ihr zwei könnt es.
cooking was awareness. That's why I moved my the
That
13
would
over.
be awareness, cooking, crafting. You're building something. Or I guess you're just cooking this, right? You're not adding anything to it.
Yeah. Because I remember switching two of my sets around because I
I
realized
thought you wanted to switch to
To
dexterity.
dexterity because
Dexterity is what was low.
yeah, because crafting.
You know what? You probably had your old sheet, David, when you rebuilt it.
that's probably what it was.
Because I was like, positive is dexterity, and I thought you would move your stuff around. Because it's definitely dexterity to cook.
Dexterity. Crafting isn't dexterity.
No,
Crafting
but
is
he's
better.
technically not doing. I would let you do crafting or dexterity, David. Because you're
Do you
cooking.
not have a specialist like cooking skill?
It does, but it's for magic ingredients. Because that's the type of chef he was a specialty for. That's what I was checking when I looked at his sheet.
In that case, then I switched my awareness with my intelligence stuff because I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that makes sense. That's totally fine.
So crafting would just be +1. Oh, 15.
Are you crafting a little bit +1?
Yeah. Why is it already +1?
I know, that's why I want to check this.
The +1 might just be your proficiency bonus.
No, because he's an orc, he's only proficient in intimidation.
Don't you get -1 to intelligence checks, David, as an orc?
I thought it was -1 to charisma checks other than intimidation.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right, Mitch. You're right. I don't know what on here, David. It's incorrect.
Well,
So that's what it's supposed to be when you switch stuff around. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
so 15. Oh,
Yeah, we'll fix it later. You got a total 15?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. You were able to cook some good fish.
It's not our best work. Don't have salt. Don't have paprika.
Ihr zwei könnt essen.
He kind of splits up the fish evenly between the three of us.
Okay, and you three enjoy the
I
best meal of everyone. Yes,
give
go ahead.
my food to cat.
You eat food cat? Okay.
Ich muss nicht essen.
No, you just got fainted, right?
Yeah.
Wegen einem Baum.
You still need to eat. We've been like trapped. We've been running for like.
I can catch more fish, probably, if I can find a spear or something.
Ich muss nicht essen.
God damn it! And he splits his fish,
Uh-huh.
and hence one have to.
Ich
You're gonna fucking eat the fish. All right.
werde nicht.
Okay, you're not gonna eat.
Nicht heute. Vielleicht morgen.
know if they have to eat.
Vielleicht morgen.
Most things eat. Everything eats.
I know, but I've never seen anything like those things. You know.
Ich werde morgen essen.
Essen is the food.
Ja.
Right? Yeah.
Essen.
Essen.
Ich
You
werde morgen.
later? You'll eat later?
Das ist not.
It like took us an hour to make this fire. You think we're gonna do it again anytime soon?
Yeah, you should probably like get your clothes dry and stuff.
Wir brauchen Get a knock for you.
Cool.
Cat's coming.
Cat is finished eating and is going to just.
Did you eat his portion that I gave you?
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah. She's just gonna start looking around for more sharp rocks or anything else that she thinks would be useful. Sharp rocks, sticks.
Sure, just give me a perception check. This is going to be over a period of time.
Yeah. No.
What you
That
got?
one.
Oh, that one?
Ich bin es gewohnt.
You are looking for a rock.
Nicht jeden Tag gewesen.
And you roll the natural one, Susanna. So if something bad's going to happen to both of them.
You know how insulting this is for me as a chef.
What can I give you?
Ich meine es als Beleidigung. You didn't say it as a question mark. I was just trying to read it.
I'm just trying to figure out what you said.
Ich meine es ist als Beleidigung.
This language barrier is really rough.
Susanna, give me a luck check.
Du bist es nicht. Du bist es nicht.
That's charisma? Yeah.
I think I have a minus one to that.
Do best.
Du bist
The best
es nicht.
is not.
Du bist, you,
I'm not.
es nicht. Es nicht.
The best.
Nein.
Too good.
I'm not.
Bist
I'm not. Me. Yes.
es nicht.
It's not.
Kat, you're walking around looking for a stick, or sharp rocks, and you can't find any. But weirdly enough, you see some sand.
Oh, shit.
And you're like, oh, maybe there's a rock in the sand. So you walk over to that,
I get sucked in a fucking quicksand.
and you start.
Oh,
And
God.
eventually, you can't move after you step into it.
Hey, accidentally make you figure it out.
I did give you. I was going to do something much nicer. I'm like, that's too tame, and I was like, let me give you a luck check just to see.
Real shit.
Ich bin nicht hungrig.
And you're currently
Not hungry.
Yeah.
After running.
Hey, don't come here. I eat you. I'm gonna try and get
Oh
out.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go over.
Give me an
I'm gonna try and find out
athletics check with disadvantage.
with this thing.
Yes.
Well, if you do grab a few,
Wolfric can grab.
a few pebbles.
Wolfric.
Sorry, nice.
Athletics check? That is a 7.
7. Okay. You fight against it, and you're sinking more. What are you two doing? Sorry.
We're gonna get a few pebbles.
So you take the time to get some pebbles.
Well, he's just grabbing a handful. He's not.
Every second counts. So Wolfric, you get there first.
Yeah.
You see Kat sinking. Kat is probably about at the leg. She's small, so she's like at her legs.
Don't get too
like
close.
above the knee.
Ik werde geholfen.
Don't get too close yet.
And he's running.
She's not that far in. She's not too far in.
I mean, I'm tall.
Yeah.
If I just reach out with my staff, like holding it at an end, does it reach her?
Yeah.
I'll grab it.
So he does that. Okay. Give me another athletics check without a disadvantage this time. Okay, so it's a natural 1 for Kat in the quicksand. I need you, Wolfric,
Yeah.
to give me an acrobatics check because that's
Okay,
balance.
Good.
That's balance.
Good. I can do acrobatics.
Mhm. Unless we roll another 1. We've rolled 4 1s in this one section.
21.
Okay. You do not get pulled into the quicksand as well.
Good.
But Cat is sinking farther. This is when you get here.
He starts throwing pebbles to figure out where the quicksand starts. That's why he went for pebbles.
Sure. Give me. I guess this is just be luck to see if you hit it or not.
-3. Great.
I
Cool.
think Cat's gonna be the first one to go.
Because it's better. It's better to know.
It's a little one to find a rock, by the way.
Incredible.
And just report that one of the
Well, she rolled the
I
she found her
rolled that
rock
once.
earlier, and then
And then
she wanted to keep trying.
A -3 is 11.
11, you're not exactly sure.
Well,
The gate's too wide.
having a rough estimate of throwing a few
You have a
pebbles,
rough estimate.
because he doesn't want to help and then get stuck himself. He's gonna
Yeah. Wolford will just look at you. What's Smash do?
So it ends somewhere here, so just don't step past this point.
And I'm already standing in a completely different spot that you think is probably past it because I reached out.
from where he is. Can he reach with his hand?
I could reach because I'm lanky and also have a staff. Yes.
You cannot reach.
Pass it over here.
She's currently holding on to. Actually, I'm gonna say, as you were pulling, yeah, you rolled a one. So as you were pulling, instead of pulling him in, you fell backwards. You were on your back in the quicksand, sinking fast.
Hold on.
Fun fact for the listeners at home, if you actually do get stuck in quicksand, you do actually want to lay horizontally because you will sink slower
Okay, well there you
because
go.
of physics. So if you do ever find yourself stuck in quicksand,
Just take a nap.
try to lie,
Or-
spread your limbs out, belly flop, and gently swim towards solid ground.
It's kind of like being on ice.
Yeah,
If you're on thin ice,
and you fall through thin ice,
spread
So-
spread yourself, spread eagle.
My staff will no longer reach her.
I would give you an acrobatics check to see if you can lean far enough. Because
Um,
she is on her back, but she could still
Is it-
technically
is
grab
that
it. I would have you make a
curved
check now.
Is it a curved stuff? Like is it
No, it's mostly there's like a it's mostly just like long, and straight, but at the end of it, it's sort of like a gnarled sort of like.
He's gonna Ricardo's gonna take off his shirt and start tying it around the staff to make like a noose.
A noose? That's not the right word, David.
Or like something to like grab on
Yeah.
and make it harder to
I
let
was-
go.
I was just like taking a few steps forward.
Just gonna take a few steps further.
Yeah.
So you would have to have permission for that, and he was just gonna move forward. So give me a luck check to see if you. Yeah, with
Unfortunate.
if you were laying on the quicksand.
Would he get closer? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're able to go forward, and you actually don't hit you don't walk into the quicksand. You get a little bit closer.
Okay.
So if you try and reach Susanna, I will give you a bolster on your acrobatic.
Okay. I'm also.
Well, would
I'm
Miles have
gonna
time?
look at you.
Yeah, you have time to do something.
I'm gonna look at you, and I'm just gonna he's gonna say, "Hold my Taylor," and he's gonna gesture to his midsection.
I'll grab onto you. Tie this onto the end.
You figured it out. I'm not gonna do that.
I knew it. I knew it. He was legitimate. He's
And I just wanna give her another chance. You know?
okay. Before we do that, Susanna, give me a luck check.
So bad at this. A natural 20.
Natural 20.
A natural 20. Which makes it a 19.
Your feet touch the bottom.
Is that a moose head?
It's a kraken.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, a kraken.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's my kraken dice. So the bag is a kraken,
Ah.
and the nat 20
Oh,
is a
I
kraken.
see it
Mitch,
now.
give me your. Okay, I'm gonna get back to
My-
that in a second. But Mitch,
Oh,
give me
me too.
bolster one. $14. Okay. So you're able to reach Kat.
Mhm.
She reaches out.
Mhm.
Kat, you might have fallen, but you've done a really good job of like not panicking and not like squirming around like you were walking. You put snap and come back. I need you to give me an athletic check with advantage because of your luck roll.
Athletics is a 16.
16. Okay. You are starting to pull her out.
Okay.
Is there anything else you're doing?
I am going to adopt a firm stance and lean back into knives.
Okay.
And he's going to, shout. He says, Zion.
Max will also lean back,
Okay.
pull backwards.
Both. You first give me an athletic or a strength check. I should say.
Cool. 22.
22. Okay. Give me an acrobatics or strength check with all the things combined. Bolster 3.
Okay, so that's a D8.
Yes.
I'm going to do athletics. No, acrobatics. Sorry, I misspoke. Wolford, not a strong boy. He's very agile.
Oh boy.
11.
11. Okay. So you don't make any progress. It doesn't get worse. Kat, give me an athletics check to see if you can start pulling yourself.
Just the one.
Yes. Well, I'll give you bolster 1 for it.
It's a natural 20.
Oh, it is? Okay.
With the bolster one.
Okay, so you don't need it. What's your total though? Just curious.
For athletics, 23.
Okay. So as you're trying to pull her out, she just grabs onto the staff and starts grabbing each separate part and pulling herself until she's at the end of the staff from your end and falls out into you essentially, and you are free.
What the hell is up with that sand?
And if anyone ever does encounter quicksand in real life, you probably won't sink to the bottom, probably just through the waist, but you will get stuck in there. So
And that's
Not
the
much
second
drama.
And that's the second PSA about quicksand. Hold on for the third.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
the
who-
dangerous part is that you
Maybe
get stuck in it. That's the dangerous part.
I and Wolford is just going to
I should say something about this.
is just going to do a bear hug on Kat and like hold her tightly.
All right. We are going to switch from there. That was harrowing.
Cordon will pick you guys both up.
So strong.
Great. I'm going to end on that note for there. Okay, so we are going to
Arcade.
move on over to our 18, our true 18.
Again,
Again?
Yes. So we're not going back to the
the
false 18
And the can.
because there's so many people. They're pretty. They're safe. There's not much drama going on with them right now.
Okay, yeah.
So we're gonna go to the true 18. So are you still going south?
Well,
Which way are we going?
the trolls left, right?
Yeah. Oh, we're yeah.
You don't know what it was.
I know.
So which way is the mountain again?
North.
We can't go back the way we came, which is east.
North. You came from the north.
We need to start looking for water.
Which way to the swamp is that west?
Swamp was northwest from here.
Okay.
And water.
Do you want to go as the Umsha? Do we want to go? I say with my gold coin and my feather. Do we want to go this way? Pointing to the east.
The east. Okay.
Let it get through your head.
Hey, I saved our lives.
East it is.
I like that there's a rivalry between the goofball and the way too serious guy. He's slightly power hungry.
As Clem walks by and he kind of leans over the floor and goes, "You're welcome," and keeps walking.
Okay, so I need you all to give me
fingers.
Give me stealth checks again.
John got 14.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Forlorn got proficiency stealth? No. 12.
Okay, cool.
12,
Yeah.
13, 14.
You just start heading east. As you travel, go ahead and give me a perception check.
John doesn't notice anything.
16.
16.
John got
Yeah.
a 2.
It's the
Forlorn,
shot. I think I should pull more weight. Clearly, I'm in charge. Yeah.
Usha, yes.
perception, 17.
I'm gonna write that down. How does Umsha
Who's got
spell?
that?
Forlorn.
However you think that ogre spelled it.
Mm.
Usha is what he was saying, though. But I think it would have
Ooh.
been very funny if I just let you write Usha. If you want to play this character-wise, you can do that if you want. But
Forlorn got a 17. And he's going to try to lead him away a bit.
all right, so Clem and Floor, I'm saying Usha now. I know. That's also the wrong word. Clem and
Forlorn.
Forlorn, Jesus. I kept thinking Usha again.
Magic
That's all I could think
fingers.
about it, yes.
Usha and magic fingers.
As you're traveling through the woods, I'm gonna ask you two something. What are you when you're scanning as you're like going through the woods? What are you trying to maybe pay attention or to maybe like keep in mind or notice?
Instinctual responses. I'm looking to make moves.
Mhm.
So I think Clem is probably on the lookout for two things:
Mhm.
anything he thinks is gonna kill him, and anything he thinks he can eat.
Okay.
Forlorn is looking for water and maybe any tracks of any big game.
I need a
before.
priority, so I need one. So you need to pick one from what you want to look for.
You need water.
Okay,
We
you're
have
looking
plenty
for
of
water.
berries.
I'll look for something to drink.
Okay, so you're both looking for something to drink.
Yeah, water.
So,
Well, if water, if alcohol preferably, but
all right. So, as you're
Turn
traveling,
those stairs into wine or something.
Okay. Yeah, as you're traveling, you're rushing water south of you after you travel for a little while.
I hear it too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good ear.
are you angry at me, Forlorn?
I was giving you a compliment.
John, I think he's angry at me.
I don't know why you would be.
I know, right? Like, I saved his life. You remember that, right?
Yeah, thank you, by the way.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
We should probably go towards that running water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forlorn, would you like to lead the way?
He's already
Oh God. What a dick. I love it. What a great combination.
He's also been trying to keep the ice armor active. He's trying to test how long he can have it.
Yeah, for sure. So you start heading south now.
Mhm.
Like going east for a little bit, not too long. You head south, and you eventually come upon a river.
Boom. Water.
And,
I cower.
Jesus Christ!
Love that.
Oh my God.
John kind of like steps in front of Clem for a bit. And he puts his hands forward.
I've never liked more that I picked a character
This
who's only
character is so fun.
his specialized skill is plead for mercy.
He puts his hands forward and a bit of ice, like magic kind of surges, but nothing comes of it. He's just looking where the noise came from.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
From
Well,
just
you can't see
Forlorn.
because you're pleading.
From just Forlorn.
And John, since those two are not, but they have the ability to see whatever this is.
John got A 15.
Okay.
Forlorn, plus 7 perception. That is a 13.
Do I need to look at it?
Gold trim assigned to 12.
Yeah,
That
I
was
do
a
like
6.
that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
14,
John
15.
John sees a creature in the water. It is a giant otter. So like medium sized.
There's something in the river. Maybe we shouldn't drink from it downstream. We should go uphill a bit and then.
I make conciliatory gestures toward the giant otters as if
Are you following the river? Or are you going
Up
kind of back where
upriver,
you are going upriver? Okay.
which would be north, wouldn't it?
Upriver would be east actually. You had to go a little bit south to reach this, but if you're going upriver, it would be east at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you just follow that for a while.
I refill my flask. Well, I finish my flask of alcohol and then I refill with water.
This is hilarious.
Ron and Forlorn drink with their hands because they don't have flasks.
Right. You all head east. You eventually hit a part of the river where it splits off into 3 more paths. One that continues going east, one that continues going south, and another that continues going north.
Well, if we're gonna find civilization, it's gonna be near a river. Right. Clem.
This is forlorn.
Yeah.
Genius, thank you. Well, there's 3 rivers, so I put that big brain to use there.
Any of them leading towards the mountain?
Give me a perception check for that.
Oh, that's gonna be perception
Mm-hmm.
26.
North. You can definitely see that it's leading directly towards the mountains.
Well, that green monster is scared of whatever's in the mountain. And if something's there that's scaring that, we don't want to be near it.
I will say this is definitely a much farther part of the mountain range that you were at before. Whether that, I mean, you don't know what he meant by the mountain, it could be a room, but just so you know, especially based off that roll, this is definitely a
different
different
part.
section of the mountain range.
Can I look for tracks of anything I think might eat me and which direction it's going?
Sure. And also for Lauren, I'll say you recognize this mountain range. As mountain range of like your original
Home.
dwelling. Yes.
17 perception.
17 perception. And this is for animal tracks.
Any kind of tracks that of anything I think could eat me.
What was the
That you
name?
can eat you. Okay.
Anything big enough that could be dangerous?
Yeah.
Okay, you're over here now.
We're over here now.
You're looking for. Yeah, you do see what look like tracks of a large beast, especially like how far apart like the footprints are. But they're hooves.
I think there's like some kind of like carnivorous horse that went this way. Based on all of our other interactions.
What
But
was,
maybe we could make friends.
what was the name of the mountain range?
You don't remember.
Hmm?
You can't remember anything.
Lauren, you doing all right? You look kind of like, oh, I'm having a moment.
I recognize that mountain range.
Or just, oh,
I used to live near it.
I mean, they did. You guys look at that.
I used to live near it. I don't remember the name.
I never told you?
I don't remember.
Were you in my head?
Do you remember?
Well, I've
Yeah,
never been in that mountain range. Why would I fucking remember it?
We lived in the same city. It was the mountain range near.
I try to think about it.
Make a knowledge check. Or nature.
I'll go with knowledge. 12.
Might be. You're not quite sure. Can you trust this guy? Sounds like he just wants to like be the smartest. He's got that vibe.
I don't remember no mountain range, to be perfectly honest. But
Surprise.
I call it lose. Um,
I
It
think
just
we should
seems-
head north.
then towards the mountains, that guy, the guy over there, you know him, our dear friend, not our other friends who clearly like me more than you, but told us not to.
Well,
They
considering that
seemed
it's
like
a-
they had great advice, so I don't want to listen. I know when to take great advice, and I know when to discard it. I've been doing that my whole life. That seems like great advice.
It's a very big mountain range, and he was scared of a portion of it. You think he would be scared of the whole mountain range?
Well, let me put it this way, Forlorn.
If that is your real name.
I was definitely not comfortable around the swords that the guards carried because, you know, they're racial profiling and discrimination and stuff like that. But, and the way that they would cut down on earnest businessmen. But I also had a healthy fear for all swords. The specific case also expanded to the general.
Well, what was your point? I don't. What's that?
What's the moral?
If you're scared of the specific, you should probably also worry about the general. So just because he was scared of a specific mountain means maybe we should be worried about all the mountains.
Well, we're in a place we all don't recognize. Everything
I
here.
just said you knew those mountains.
I'm talking about the forest. We arrived here with not a single memory of our past.
Yeah, I fucking remember. I mean, obviously I don't remember because no memory of our past. But yeah.
You do have memories of your past. You don't remember specific names and stuff like that.
We're in God knows where. I recognize those mountains. I don't know why.
Are they called God knows where?
You call it that.
God knows where mountains. Well, that guy was scared of a section of the God knows where mountains, so I don't think we should head towards a different section of the God knows where
That's
mountains.
amazing. Yeah, just start calling it something.
Just it would give us some high ground, and we would be able to see more of the terrain we're in. Maybe recognize more landmarks, like the mountains.
That you can't remember the name of.
They're called God knows where.
All right. The God knows where mountains. Very descriptive.
So you get
Which way are the demon carnivorous horse tracks going?
north? Exactly along the river north.
What about that carnivorous horse? Or deer or something?
Carnivorous horse.
Name one thing other than the tree that hasn't tried to kill us.
That really big gray giraffe elephant.
You don't. Yeah.
But did it notice us?
It walked straight up to us.
That's true.
Yeah.
Other than you. Technically.
But did it notice us? By us, I mean me.
I mean,
But
all right,
specifically,
fine.
do you think it could have killed us if it wanted to? Maybe it was just not hungry.
I didn't see any sharp teeth. But where there's big game, there's probably big predators, so we probably shouldn't go that way.
With the demon horse.
Yeah, the demon horse.
So that-
Probably not dangerous to us, but there's something that probably hunts it.
So we shouldn't go
No.
towards the God knows where mountains.
Yes. I'm agreeing. That's what I'm doing. I'm agreeing with you, Clem. Is that what you wanted to hear?
It's nice. I will admit. John, what are your thoughts?
John's feeling so awkward.
Well, everyone's bringing up real good points.
John, just some general life advice. Maybe like work on forming opinions more.
Just yesterday, I was just an accountant.
Because you're an accountant, you can't have opinions.
You don't remember what account it is. You don't know that name.
Just yesterday, I counted coins for a living.
And that prevents you from forming opinions?
This is always very new to me. I would wake up, have breakfast, go to work, go home, sleep, and repeat it all the next day.
Personally, this seems like an improvement, to be honest. Don't feel alive.
I mean, I will say, since I've been here, my mood has improved.
Yeah.
It's definitely different.
There's nothing quite like running for your life or pleading for mercy, isn't there?
I think it's the adrenaline that really is just flowing through me.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
All right, Forlorn. So if we don't go near the God knows where mountain, where are we heading?
Now we only have two options, don't we? They're heading
East or south?
I think we head east.
All right. Wait, can I would like to flip a coin.
Yes, go ahead. Make a luck check.
Do you actually want to flip a coin?
10.
That's okay. Okay. It lands, but you have a coin, right?
Yeah.
It lands like this.
Once again, the gods have cursed me.
I do not understand how you survived this long. This luck.
My older brother always says the same thing. You simply remind me of him, Forlorn. He's also a giant dick.
Keep going.
All right. We're gonna move over. Yeah. Boy. We're gonna move over to the. Actually, no. That is where we're gonna end tonight's episode. That's actually a good stopping point. Now that I think about it, and it's been going a while.
Sure, giant dick. Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Insane.
And that's,
Drops money.
and that's the idea we want to leave you with.
You're a giant dick.
You're a giant dick.
We're all a giant dick. It's kind of like the I'm the Goofy Goober song, but
But with
slightly more-
dicks.
Yeah.
So, thank you everyone for joining us.
On that note,
Oh fuck. What's the? Do I start off with like?
It's been so long.
It's a long. Yes.
Stay normal.
well, that's the ending.
That's the ending. Okay, that's it. I was like, I know there's a consistent thing. Okay. May may your sand always be quick. May your chicks giant. Stay dicky, my friends. No, stay normal, my friends. Whatever, I do what I want. All right. Thank you for joining us, everyone. It's okay. I'll cut off this last part that they can't.
I don't know.
Oh, right here. Hold on.
Reporting. Stop
Yes.
recording.
Yes.